Just before we get straight into the video today, guys, a bit of a quick disclaimer. This video actually contains a fair bit of adult themes that may not be suitable for younger children. So just wanted to make sure I let you guys know before we get straight into the video for today. But nonetheless, guys, let's get straight into the video. So how much sexually explicit content will GTA 6 actually feature? How far will Rockstar Games go within GTA 6? That is the question that is particularly interesting and I wanted to cover in today's video. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome on in. Please make sure to subscribe to Project Vice. Help the channel out as much as you can. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, so any help would be greatly appreciated. Like and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any upcoming GTA 6 video. But let's get straight into it. So the first obvious things to go over in relation to this question is that we know that Grand Theft Auto has been a staple for a lot of sexual content that has been featured over the many years throughout each GTA iteration. We have seen it all. GTA has always featured depictions of sexual activity, even just implied fellatio, masturbation, also various other sexual acts that the player can actually commit, like picking up a prostitute, even strip clubs as well, where you're able to receive topless lap dances by various strippers. Even mature in-game radio ads and TV programs contain instances of mature humor and a myriad of sexual jokes and other depictions of sexual various related activities. That right there's just a brief overview of a sexual content in general that has been featured throughout each Grand Theft Auto title. But tying this back to Grand Theft Auto 6, how far will Rockstar Games actually go with the sexual content that is going to be featured within the game? Well, firstly, let's not look any further than our two main protagonists that we are going to be playing as, Lucia and Jason, who are in a romantic relationship. We know that Jason and Lucia are pretty much inspired by the Bonnie and Clyde-like couple in the 1900s, where they were criminals on the run, running away from various criminal activities that they have committed. So I guess one of the first few things that I'm going to get into is with Jason and Lucia, seeing that they are in a romantic relationship, are we actually going to be seeing a full frontal nudity with both of these playable protagonists? Are we actually going to see Jason and Lucia actually do it? Now, a few things we can decipher in answering this question is actually in relation to trailer 1 of last year, where we received some information from Rockstar Games, and more specifically in regards to Jason and Lucia and the scenes we both did see them in. And this will start making sense in a moment, but I'm just trying to piece it together so you guys can understand. So the first shot that we did see with Lucia and Jason was when Jason was driving down the highway in the convertible, and then Lucia is in the seat next to him, and she stands up out of the car waving her hands up in the air. Then later in the trailer you can see both of them actually robbing the Uncle Jack's liquor store, and then they are running away from the crime that they have just committed. And then in one of the next shots you can actually see Lucia and Jason drifting around the corner in what seems to be potentially Jason's muscle car as they are attempting to evade the police. But in one of the next shots, now tying this back all together in a nice little bow, we actually see Lucia sitting on top of Jason with her only wearing a bra, and then Jason just literally has his top off. Have they just done it? Are they getting ready to do it? That is something that is obviously left unanswered currently at the moment. Now, I think probably the best thing to keep in mind is, will we actually see full frontal nudity? Will we actually see them partake in any sexual acts? That being actually having sexual intercourse. Now, I would say it's highly unlikely that we are going to be seeing a cutscene where you're going to be seeing a full frontal nudity and actual sexual acts being performed. Now, I would say it's even way more unlikely that we are going to be seeing anything in relation to as us, the player, partaking in these sexual acts by controlling the player or whatever. For example, like a sex minigame that was actually featured within GTA San Andreas's code. And this was actually found by the modding community back in the day in 2004, where they actually found a hidden mini game by Rockstar Games that wasn't really meant for the public release. With this mod, you could actually engage in a sexual intercourse as a CJ with all the other various girlfriends. Rockstar and Take-Two at the time received serious backlash from this, and the ESRB actually re-rated GTA San Andreas at the time. So due to this, it's quite unlikely that we are going to be seeing any sex minigames or any sexual intercourse in general with Lucia and Jason. So that's everything that we currently officially know from Rockstar Games in relation to Lucia and Jason and potential sexual activity. Now, one other thing from the trailer that I wanted to get into before I get into the next topic was, of course, strip clubs were featured within the trailer. There was a particular scene where there was ladies of the night twerking and grinding on men's genitalia. earlier. We all knew anyways that strip clubs were going to make a return within GTA 6. I mean, what would a Grand Theft Auto game be without strip clubs? The next thing I wanted to get into is what we actually saw within the leaked footage back in September of 22. Of course, content can get cut. Things can always change within game development. That goes without saying. Now, there was obviously numerous clips that we did see Lucia and Jason in, but there was one particular scene where we see Jason in what seems to be a hotel or motel that they are staying at. We see one of the Rockstar developers adjusting various assets within this particular scene, but we can actually see a lot of different sexual objects that are actually scattered throughout various rooms. But in particular, we can actually see a dildo that is actually sitting on the bedside table. We also see a bathtub that is over the right hand side shoulder of Jason, some candles as well in this bathtub. We can also see bras, clothes, and everything just chucked around and scattered throughout on the floor. Are these particular objects interactable? Can we actually use them with Lucia, for example, in relation to the dildo? That is something we don't know of at the moment, and we'll most likely get our answer when we get the game in our hands come next year. But just to summarize at the end, how far will Rockstar Games actually go with the sexually explicit content within the game? I mean, we do know quite a fair bit from the September 22 leaks, which I've just gone over then. Also, what we found out from trailer 1 with Lucia and Jason are in a romantic relationship. That is obvious to see. The fact that, you know, we did see various sexual objects scattered throughout the September 22 leaked clips, but also the things that we did see within trailer 1 where Lucia was sitting on top of Jason and all of that. We still should keep in mind that Rockstar Games will most likely make sure that this game is at a mature rating, not adults only. Otherwise, the ESRB and other ratings board classifications won't allow this game to be distributed to various retail stores. Therefore, as a result, Rockstar Games wouldn't be able to actually sell GTA 6 at various physical retail stores, but even digitally in-game stores online in relation to Microsoft, Xbox, and PlayStation and Sony. These console manufacturers won't allow an adults-only rating to be featured on their digital in-game stores, that's for sure, and this is something that Rockstar Games will want to make sure that they avoid. At the end of the day, Rockstar Games is developing the most commercially viable game, that being GTA 6, and sticking in the confines of a mature rating is definitely the best approach for the mass audience, for the casuals that are going to be picking up GTA 6. By that, guys, now I want to hear from you down in that comment section below. How far do you think Rockstar Games will go with the sexual content in GTA 6? Do you think we'll be going as far as seeing sexual intercourse in a cutscene or even just gameplay? I want to make sure I hear from you guys down there. By that, guys, make sure to subscribe to Project Vice, like, and of course turn on those post notifications so you never miss another GTA 6 upload. By that, guys, stay safe, have a great day, and I am out.